The small town of Millridge was like any other typical American town. Nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, it seemed untouched by the fast-paced world outside. Millridge had its fair share of legends and ghost stories, but nothing prepared its residents for the chilling events that unfolded one fateful night at the local Walmart. It was a Saturday evening, and the last-minute shoppers hurriedly grabbed their essentials before the store closed its doors for the night. As the clock struck midnight, the automated announcement echoed through the empty parking lot, notifying the remaining employees that it was time to begin their nightly routines. Among them was Emma, a young cashier with a penchant for adventure. Bored of the mundane tasks that filled her shift, she often daydreamed about the eerie tales whispered among the employees during break time. Tonight, she decided to explore the mysteries that lurked within the dimly lit aisles of Walmart after hours. As Emma ventured into the store's depths, the once familiar surroundings transformed into an eerie maze. The buzzing fluorescent lights overhead flickered, casting unsettling shadows that seemed to dance along the shelves. The air felt heavy with an unexplained tension, and the silence was deafening. Her footsteps echoed through the empty store, creating an unsettling symphony that resonated with every corner. Passing through the deserted electronics section, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that unseen eyes were watching her every move. She quickened her pace, determined to shake off the growing unease. The eerie silence was shattered by a sudden clang from the far end of the store. Emma's heart raced as she turned toward the source of the noise. Aisle 13, notorious among employees for its strange occurrences, loomed ahead. As she approached, the dim light revealed shelves stacked with discounted Halloween decorations, their plastic masks casting grotesque shadows on the walls. A gust of cold wind swept through the aisle, extinguishing a row of candles on a nearby display. The air grew colder, and Emma felt a sudden chill down her spine. Unnerved but curious, she pressed on, drawn to the unexplored depths of aisle 13. As she delved further, the atmosphere became more oppressive. The shelves seemed to close in, and the products lining them took on a sinister appearance. A misshapen figure stood at the end of the aisle, obscured by the shadows. Emma's breath caught in her throat as she strained to see through the darkness. The figure moved, a mere silhouette against the dim backdrop. Panic gripped Emma, and she debated whether to flee or confront whatever lurked in the shadows. A sudden voice echoed through the aisle, a haunting whisper that seemed to emanate from the very walls. "Emma!" Her name echoed through the aisle, sending shivers down her spine. She hesitated, her fear warring with her curiosity. Against her better judgment, she pressed on, determined to unravel the mystery that gripped aisle 13. The shelves began to shift, their contents rearranging themselves in an unnatural dance. Emma's heart raced as she witnessed the spectral display before her eyes. Suddenly, the misshapen figure materialized into a ghostly apparition. Its hollow eyes fixed on Emma, and a chilling voice spoke words that seemed to echo from beyond. "Leave this place, Emma, before it claims you too." A wave of terror washed over her, but an inexplicable force kept her rooted to the spot. The ghostly figure advanced, its ethereal form moving closer with each passing moment. Desperation set in, and Emma finally broke free from the trance that held her captive. She sprinted down the aisle, the oppressive air pushing against her as though trying to keep her within its grasp. The ghostly figure pursued, its whispers growing louder and more insistent. Emma's breaths came in ragged gasps as she raced through the labyrinthine aisles, the once familiar store now a nightmarish maze. Finally reaching the exit, Emma burst through the doors and stumbled into the parking lot, gasping for breath. The moment she stepped outside, the oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the ghostly whispers faded into the distance. The Walmart, once a haven for everyday needs, now stood as a haunted monument to the unexplained. Word quickly spread about Emma's encounter in aisle 13, and the town's residents spoke in hushed tones about the malevolent force that lurked within the store after hours. Walmart, a symbol of consumerism and convenience, had become a place of dread, its aisles haunted by shadows and echoes of the supernatural. Years passed, and the tale of Emma's harrowing night at Walmart after hours became a cautionary legend in Millridge. The townspeople avoided the superstore once the sun dipped below the horizon, and those who dared to enter reported strange occurrences and unsettling encounters in aisle 13. The small town had its secrets, and the Walmart that once stood as a beacon of convenience now loomed as a spectral reminder that some mysteries are better left undisturbed. As for Emma, she left Millridge behind, haunted by the memories of that night and the ghostly figure that whispered her name in the shadows of Isle 13.